Hello and welcome back to Helldivers 2 Loadout Roulette. Today we have the AR-61 Tenderizer. I haven't used this in ages. Actually, since it got buffed, so this will be a nice little test of it. The Plas 15 Loyalist again. Back-to-back runs, fine by me. And the gas grenades, finally. I'm actually really happy to see these. Our armor is the SA-04 Combat Technician. I don't like the Scout passive. I think that's not gonna help me. So, kind of a dead set of armor. The IE-57 Hellbent. It's mostly because the orange matches and the black. Well, it's gray matches the gray. The black parts, I couldn't find anything that really matched well. And then the breach. It's trying to get this like burnt orange, burnt yellow color to match with things. It's a challenge. But we are facing the Automatons, so the gas actually will work. But I will see you in the mission. Okay, we're in a mission that's only 5 minutes in, but it's already going kind of crazy and already one factory strider down. Ooh, I like this thing's recoil. It's nice and steady. I have nothing to deal with the air assets, which is a little rough. We're taking the break action shotgun. It's not at all what I want, but you know, whatever. We make do with what we got. We have Orbital Napalm Barrage, Orbital Airburst Strike, Gatling Sentry, and Anti-Tank Mines. The AT... Love getting stuck. The AT might be useful. I can't say for certain.
Heavy, west, close, box, southwest, marking location.
Ah. Yeah, I don't really have much to... I think that might work, the pistol. See how that gas pans out. I cannot definitively say if that was good or not. And that bothers me. We'll leave it at a... I don't know, unknown. Oh yeah, shotgun. I picked up a second ammo pack. I was like, why do I have a second pack? Or why was I able to grab one? Right, this thing. I should probably take care of whatever pack, like, some of these places. Trying to gun directly for the factory strider's a little ambitious. I'll give it a whirl. I'll toss AT mines and pray. But I saw an interesting discussion recently. Well, an article about an interesting discussion. I'm too lazy to go on to the actual Helldivers Discord. Mostly because their community managers are crazy half the time. Which actually we'll cover that first, because that's a whole song and dance unto itself. They're now banning discussion of any data mined information, which sounds fine at first, like, hey, don't talk about stuff that's not complete and is like only part way in the game and may not actually get finished. I understand that. I think when stuff gets discussed like that, like the APC that still isn't in the game but we found the files at launch, or that stupid deployable wall with the grenade launcher on it that every YouTuber is like, this is what's going to be in the next war bond, guys. And it never is because it looks incredibly mid. But like stuff like that, sure. That stuff's never... Unless it's announced, it's not really worth talking about because it's in some state of production. The exact state is unknown.
Calling down a sentry.
But this includes all data mine stuff, which the problem that I have is that includes, like, weapon stats. Like, handling. I remember, I think it was Pillistat said, weapons have, like, 50 traits. And they only showed, like, damage, magazine size, recoil, and that's it. So we don't know most of how these weapons function. And things like, you know, ergo, which I believe is essentially like handling how you turn and how fast the reticle actually follows. That's important. And not having that available makes just doing everything very difficult.
Requesting sentry. Calling down fortifications. Calling down a sentry. Ah!
Ouch.
Calling in orbital strike. Orbital strike. Southwest, 50 meters. Requesting air support. Requesting fortifications.
Did my mines do a thing? I can't really identify if they did. I don't think they did. That's fine. Let's just
Requesting orbital.
yeet and... Ugh, that might be a little close. Actually, I have all the precision things for this, so it shouldn't be that bad. Keep trying to watch behind, because I don't know if anybody's sneaking on up. But yeah, so banning discussion of all data mine stuff, to me, is kind of a bozo no-no. Simply because it's... some of the stuff is elements that should be visible, or how parts of the galactic war function, like gambits, they're still not explained. It's something people had to data mine and figure out, and stuff like that should be in the game, just as visible things. Otherwise, we can't make proper decisions, we can't figure out how things are. And people have said that it's probably because the devs are tired of being held accountable for when they make mistakes. Which it sounds dickish, but I kinda do think that might be the case, because people were grilling them when weapons said one thing and didn't work. And I think holding them accountable is fair. You should. If a weapon is said to do, you know, heavy armor pen, and it only does light, that's a problem. Something slipped through the cracks and needs to change.
Sending in an eagle.
I think it's just
Requesting sentry.
a lot of people not wanting to really take responsibility for mistakes, so it's like, oh, we'll just obfuscate things, and that's going to be our solution. And it's not going to stop these discussions. It's not like all the YouTubers aren't going to talk about data mine stuff anymore. You're not going to get all the guys on Twitter to stop discussing data mine stuff or stop data mining.
Requesting sentry.
It's putting a band-aid over a gunshot wound.
Objective critical stratagem available.
I think they'd be better off just owning up to mistakes, being like, yep, you know, I'd do probably the best PR move and say, hey, thanks for holding us accountable, thanks for keeping us on our toes. Sometimes things slip through, and you guys catch it.
Extraction is available.
Better to not antagonize your core audience than to do things to antagonize them,
New mag.
which Arrowhead has done in the past, and it never works out. I know I've worked retail, I hate the customer's always right mentality, because half the time they're wrong, but I also think you have to approach it as, don't be a dick to your customers. You know, we've seen it with enough games where they're like, oh, if you don't like it, don't buy it, and then the game doesn't sell well, and everybody has, you know, surprise Pikachu face. Oh man, how could we have known this was gonna happen? I don't know, maybe don't tell people don't buy my product. If I make a game, the last thing I want to do is tell people not to buy my game. I would be like, hey, you should totally get this game, guys, it's gonna be great. I'm not gonna, you know, Peter Molyneux this situation and tell you it's gonna do everything and more.
Marking location.
Buying this game will allow you to fly. It's like the Key and Peele sketch. Kids between the ages of 8 and 12, go to your rooftop. You can fly. Get on your friend's back and run down the highway. You can transform into a car. Like, no, that's not gonna happen.
Found something.
Will this work? No. Great. So we gotta do this. Pop it open with a fart.
Requesting orbital.
Yeah, the stuff when it comes to banning data mine stuff, I think is a dumb decision.
You may proceed to
But
extraction
the
when
other
ready.
thing that was on my mind was there was a discussion with Shams Georgiani, and he had said, hey, I'd like to see the armor get reworked,
Rare sample acquired.
Destroyed.
which I was really happy to hear because I hope that happens. Now, he also said, I don't touch the design side of things, which I also think is really good. Way too many corporate people try to push themselves into the design sphere and do a horrible job because you're having people who don't know anything about game design do game design. I want to help, but all I'm going to do is throw mines. Good, their railgun took care of it.
Reinforcing.
Alright, I gotta move this up to 50 meter range. I need a little bit of zoom. Oh, hello.
Sending in an eagle.
Apparently the gang's all here. Would have liked to use the gas a bit more, but given the situation, maybe when we're extracting I can toss a few gas nades and get stunning.
Calling down a sentry.
I'd said it before with my video about this weapon, about the tenderizer back in the Warbond review. It's good because it's low recoil for popping like Devastator heads.
My life for super.
Extraction is available.
Calling down fortifications.
Firing orbital strike.
Sending in an eagle.
But the armory work, I'd like to see an armory work. I've seen people suggest a few on like Reddit, and honestly, anything at this point is better than nothing. And doesn't have to go super crazy, but just a little bit of armor customization. You know, keep your main perk, maybe spend resources to get like a sub perk.
Northwest, 100 meters.
Because I want to say I've mentioned it before, but like the I know I said it before. The unflinching and like the integrated explosives, they kind of blow because they're entirely predicated on taking damage. And I don't want my armor to kick in when I'm getting shot or die. You could argue, well, what about like flame resist or gas resist? Those are a little more manageable. Flame resist now that we have the double-edged sickle. Gas, because now we can literally do a full Brap Diver build. Sterilizer, guard dog, gas mines, gas grenades, gas strike. All we need is a primary and a secondary to do it, and we can become the stinkiest divers of all. But until then, we can do some crazy stuff. A Hulk Bruiser? That looks like a job for poorly placed anti-tank mines. Anti-tank mine. Away!
Deploying minefield.
Requesting air support.
I don't know if it even worked. There's too much going on. That's just like, yep, there do be a thing over there. Yeah, armor, just a sub perk, something, you know, let me equip the 2 extra stims, or something small like that. It doesn't have to be crazy. 2 extra grenades, or 10% extra primary ammo. Something small enough that it's not a big deal, but it's also something that, as a player, I feel is, you know, at least a little useful.
Allied destroyer leaving squadron.
Yeah, I had a feeling that happened. That's fine, we'll finish this off. Gonna have to try to take out that camp, but we'll napalm barrage it. The second that guy seemed to freeze, I stopped. I'm like, that's not a good sign. I don't really care about getting all the samples. It's not a big deal to me at the moment.
Deploying equipment package.
Not even gonna do the radar. Oh, there's a guy there.
When ready.
Yeah, this cooldown is why I prefer the machine gun sentry over the Gatling. Gatling is cool, but I like having those turrets on a shorter cooldown so I can use them in multiple engagements back to back. God, this is gonna be so weird having to, like, I'm gonna have to wind around. Probably pick this guy off. Yeah, we'll wind around, pick him off. Pick off the gunner next to him. 8 seconds. Could call in the turret, but I really don't want to waste it at the moment. I have no AT. Well, I have no on-demand AT. Let's see if it actually calls in this time and does its job, or what happens here.
Democracy.
We'll just call it in. Yeah, this is what I hate about anti-tank mines, is they don't perform a good job at being anti-tank.
Get some! Get some!
Extraction is available.
Nah, we have to just keep moving. We gotta wind around. We have 15 minutes, but I don't feel like spending 10 being bogged down right there, because that will happen. Oh my god, did he hit a mine? You've seen it here, folks. The AT mine did AT work.
Have a taste of democracy.
It will never do that again. You've encountered a once-in-a-lifetime occurrence. It's like a shooting star or a double rainbow. God, I just remembered Double Rainbow Guy. When that meme was everywhere.
Automaton outpost scrapped.
Kinda sucks, we got a 3-minute cooldown on that, and it would be nice to have another one of those ready to go for escaping. But we'll be fine. I have gas grenades, I have anti-tank mines. I have the orbital airburst, I can cut off an area for a little bit using that. I wish we'd get a little Strider mech like that. Give me the discount walker gear. I need it.
You may proceed to extract.
Oh my god, I just realized they could do a... No. That's Konami. Konami would never do a crossover. They're insane. I was gonna say, they could do a Metal Gear crossover and give us the walker gear. I got really excited for a second because that would have been really cool. Oh. Sure, we're just gonna wing the airburst and... I don't know how this is gonna go. I wish we had suppressors though, because this thing with a suppressor would actually be incredibly good. Hey, you should like die to that. Please. Or nah, that's fine. Guess we're doing this the really stupid way.
Deploying minefield.
And deploying anti-tank mines on the objective. You should come towards me now.
Max empty.
Oh,
Lost. Sending replacement.
that's fine, actually, because that was really bad, and we're gonna cut wide. We have 2 more respawns.
Democracy has landed.
We can... Oh my god. They didn't even clear this.
Sending down sentry.
Look at all those reinforcements. Where are they coming from? And there's another one. There are no more factories.
Get some! Get some!
Okay, this might be a loss. I'm just putting it out there. Because I have to find a way to thin out all of these idiots. And I haven't the foggiest clue how. And my armor perk does not help me because it's just enemies don't detect you as easily. Which doesn't seem to be helping all too much. 'Cause they're detecting me quite fine. Oh my god. Here, gas.
Feels good.
Did any of these guys have, like, grenade launcher? Wow. Hey, bubble shield. That's premium though, I'll take that. Some primo shit right there. Hopefully that... I mean, it's not going to keep me alive for long, but... You know what? Meteor Storm, if you could be very democratic and, like, just pummel the hell out of those guys, that'd be good.
You can proceed to extraction when ready.
My life for Super Earth!
Mission at 10 minutes remaining.
Look at this. Fine, we'll just start whipping everything and praying. I like diving and then hitting the water somehow and instantly undiving.
Sweet!
Yeah, just look at this. Turret go there. Turret just evaporate, I guess. I swear some of these crashes force the game to be weird like this.
Deploying minefield. Stand clear.
See what I mean though? I didn't want to hang out over here because I knew I'd get bogged down, and lo and behold, we get bogged down. Where did you come from? Where?
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
And there's still one... I don't really have anything to deal with. And of course he turns. Of course he turns. I could not have predicted that better. Hey, he died? I guess he hit a mine or had a heart attack? I'll take either answer. Okay. How do we want to solve this? Everything's on cooldown.
Extraction shuttle in.
Let's just... Oh my god, 3 minutes. Where can I hide? Nowhere good, I almost stepped on my own landmine. Here.
ETA minus 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Everything's still on cooldown. Can I throw a turret somewhere? Oh my god, that not detecting you thing is actually working. Until it isn't.
ETA minus 2
Okay, now can we please stop with the rocket staggers? This is This is getting annoying.
Deploying sentry.
Oh my god. Okay, don't abort the evac. I need to actually get out of here.
You will never destroy our way of life!
Deploying minefield. ETA T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Oh, chainsaw guys, cool. Just throw that there. I have nothing. I have to stall for a whole minute. I do have 2 lives that I can kind of throw away.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
We are just belly flopping around here.
Feels good!
ETA T-minus 20 seconds. Orbital strike incoming. ETA T-minus 10 seconds.
They really just dropped a tank on me.
Fire in the hole! Pelican 1 approaching pickup.
Okay, we got extract.
Democracy!
Extract, no stims. Everybody's currently trying to kill each other. Yeah, we can do it. On. Yeah, we did it.
Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Alright. So, that is all for now. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the like button, it helps out the channel a lot. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.